everyone, welcome to ABC Interactive English. I am Karen.
Hello everybody, I am Shane. And today we are doing part B of Grammar Station. In this part, we are at an interview.
Ooh, I love interviews. Are you talking about like a job interview?
This is actually not a job interview. Usually when you have an interview, that is for a job. But sometimes you can have an interview when you're trying to get into a school or some kind of school program.
Okay, you're talking about that kind of interview.
Yeah, so did you ever have an interview to get into like
the university? Actually, no. They just had to look at the average score, average grade of my high school, the last year of my high school years. So they didn't have an interview for me. How about you? Did you have an interview?
Actually, I didn't either. I just sent in some of my papers. Application. And then they said, awesome!
Did they really say that?
We want this guy. He's the best. Yes.
But I do know that actually some of my friends who were applying to an art school. So they wanted to get into an art program. So they would have to go into an interview and they have to bring in all their artworks. And then like
and then maybe talk about them and stuff
like a portfolio. They have to explain it and talk about themselves and then to see if they can get in to the school or not.
Okay. Well, today we're going to have Samantha and Mr. Brown. And it's going to be a school interview.
Ooh, sounds exciting. Let's get into it.
Samantha is meeting with Mr. Brown.
Hi, Samantha. Please come in and have a seat.
Hello, Mr. Brown. Let me just say, thank you for this interview.
Don't thank me. The school is interested in you. Now, tell me about yourself.
So we're looking at part B of our grammar station, and right now we are at an interview.
All right, so it's an interview. So Samantha is meeting with Mr. Brown.
And like we said, it's not a job interview. It's an interview to get into a school,
so
right?
Mr. Brown is a teacher, and
That's
Samantha is a student, right?
That's right. And we have our first vocabulary word here, and that is an interview. An interview is a noun. So basically, an interview means a meeting between people, and they would ask questions to find out information about something. So, for example, if you are at a job interview, and then the employer would ask you questions about you, right?
To find out if you will be somebody who will be good to work at that place, right?
Exactly. So same thing, an interview for the school.
So this will be if you'll be a good student to go to that school.
Bingo. Very good. Okay, so Mr. Brown.
I'll be Mr. Brown.
And I'll be Samantha.
Okay. Hi, Samantha.
Hi.
Please come in and have a seat.
Have a seat?
Yeah, so you'll take
have
the
a seat and take it home?
Maybe put it in your backpack.
Is that what it means?
No. So to have a seat is just a nice way to tell somebody to sit down. So please have a seat. You could say, please sit down.
It's like a nice and polite way, right?
Yes.
Okay. And Samantha says, hello, Mr. Brown. Let me just say thank you for this interview. Samantha is a very smart girl because being polite is a very, very important thing.
Yeah,
right?
when you're doing an interview. So Mr. Brown says, don't thank me. The school is interested in you. Now, tell me about yourself. So he doesn't need to say thank you. The school is really interested in having Samantha as a student, so you don't need to thank me.
That's right. So being interested in something, that means they want to know more about you. Maybe you're very qualified, you are very good, and then maybe you have really, really good grades or you do really well in school. So being interested in something, that means that people really want to know more about you.
Yeah, or if you're interested in somebody, that means that you want that person to maybe go to your school Or if I say I'm interested in Karen, that could also mean that I want to have Karen as my girlfriend.
That's right. Or you can say, I am interested in art. That means you really, really like art. Or if you're a music lover, you can also say, I am interested in music, right?
Right.
So then Mr. Brown asks this really important question in this interview. He said, tell me about yourself. This is where you can make a really good impression, so people would think, wow, you are great. Please come to our school.
Yes.
But if some people ask you, tell me about yourself, Shane, what would you say?
Oh, wow. Because I think here, since you're a student, you're going to want to talk about how good you are at doing schoolwork.
Exactly.
So you could say that I study really hard. I always turn my assignments in on time.
That's right.
And I'm really interested in the subject that you are going to study there. So if you're going to study math, your favorite subject, you could say, I really love math.
That's right. And then you can also show your interest in the school. Oh, I've heard so many great things about the school, and I've always wanted to come here. And, stuff like that. And then you can talk more about yourself to make yourself sound like you're a really, really good student.
Yeah, and it would be a really good fit at that school.
Absolutely. I wonder if she's going to get in.
All right, well, let's take a break and find out.
All right, let's do that.
I'm at the top of my class, and I'm enjoying my last year of school.
That's great. This is a very special time for you.
It sure is.
Okay, let's see. Please share a bad experience and your response to it.
Sure. Let me tell you about this one time.
Welcome back, everybody. So where are we?
So we are at this interview, right?
That's
Between Mr. Brown and Samantha. And we know that Samantha wants to get into the school, so Mr. Brown is actually interviewing her.
Yeah, and he wants to know something about her. So he asks, please tell me about yourself.
That's right. And what is Samantha going to say? Well, let's find out.
Okay, Samantha.
Samantha says, I am at the top of my class, and I'm enjoying my last year of school. Wow, she's really making a good impression. She said, I am at the top of my class. So top, right here, we're using it as a noun. Basically, you're saying you are one of the best in your class. And then we can also use it as an adjective. For example, you can say, he is a top basketball player. That means he's one of the best basketball players.
Right, that means that he is above everybody else.
On top.
He's better than them.
Exactly.
And we also have a vocabulary word, enjoy. So enjoy is a verb. So if you enjoy something, that means that it brings you happiness.
That's right.
And when you're doing that thing, you just really, you feel the happiness.
And it's important for this teacher to know that she enjoys school because it shows her attitude, right?
Right.
So what does Mr. Brown say?
That's great. This is a very special time for you.
Samantha says it sure is.
Okay, let's see. Please share a bad experience and your response to it. Whoa, so why would he want to hear about a bad experience that she had?
It's very, very important because then he can know how she reacted to it. What's her attitude when she faces problems and difficulties? So we have this word experience here, right? Share your experience, but not just the good one, but the bad one. So right here is a noun. Experience is something that you have gone through, something that has happened to you. But he wants to know the bad experience and her response to it, right?
Right. So when this thing happened, what did she do? So your response is the thing that you do. So if I ask you, if I punch you, what is your response? You're going to punch me back, right? Or when you're talking and you have a response, it's when somebody says something to you, what do you say back to them?
That's
right. So if I say to, what's your name again?
Karen.
Karen. If I say, Karen, what is your favorite animal? What would be your response?
My favorite animal is dog.
A dog.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's a good response.
Okay.
I like cats.
Okay, and Samantha continues by saying, sure. Let me tell you about this one time. Wow, okay, so by asking this question, it really shows who she is and how she deals with difficult situations and difficult problems. And I think a lot of people ask this question in interviews.
Yeah, so I think the most important thing when you're having an interview is to be likable.
That's right.
If you are polite and you seem happy and you have a very good energy and feeling, then I think that you will be pretty successful in an interview.
Definitely, and just judging by Samantha's response, I think she's quite likable and she's also very polite.
Right. Well, that's all the time we have for today.
That's right, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Samantha is meeting with Mr. Brown.
Hi, Samantha. Please come in and have a seat.
Hello, Mr. Brown. Let me just say thank you for this interview.
Don't thank me. The school is interested in you. Now, tell me about yourself.
I'm at the top of my class, and I'm enjoying my last year of school.
That's great. This is a very special time for you.
It sure is.
Okay, let's see. Please share a bad experience and your response to it.
Sure. Let me tell you about this one time.
Hello, I'm Tina. 我们来看一下这课的重点单字。第一个 interview 名词，面试、面谈。I had many job interviews last month. 上个月我有很多工作面试。下一个单字 top 名词，顶尖、最上层。Joe finally reached the top of the company. Joe 终于升到公司的高层。下一个单字 enjoy 动词，享受。Jennifer enjoys watching movies in theaters. She's a movie buff. Jennifer 很享受在电影院里看电影，她是一个电影迷。Buff 指的是某事物的爱好者，所以说 movie buff 就是指电影迷了。下一个单字 experience 名词，经验、体验。Going to Disneyland is a fun experience. 去迪士尼乐园是一个很棒的经验。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 A meets with B，A 和 B 会面。Meet 在这里指的是会面、见面的意思。它的三态是 meet, met, met。我们来看看下面这个例句。Hugh usually meets with his manager on Monday morning. Hugh 通常在星期一早上会见他的主管。下一个文法 have a seat， 请坐。也可以用 take a seat 来表达相同的意思。我们来看看下面这个句子 Please come in and have a seat. Our manager will be here soon. 请进来坐，我们经理很快就来了。最后一个文法，我们整理一下 sure 的用法。sure 当副词的时候有两种不同的意思哦。第一种用于加强语气，表示的确、确实。我们来看看这个例句 It sure is cold outside. 外面的确很冷哦。第二种用法用于同意对方的要求或者是提议，表示当然了，没问题。我们来看看这个对话 Are you coming to the party tonight? 你今晚会来派对吗？ Sure, I'll go with Linda. 当然咯，我会跟 Linda 一起去。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，要复习哦。我们下一课再见，拜拜。
The Nantou Bamboo Art Museum is a great place to learn about bamboo culture and art in Taiwan. Nantou County is well known for its bamboo production. In order to promote the bamboo industry, Nantou County government established the Nantou Bamboo Art Museum. It is the first local cultural museum in Taiwan. The Bamboo Art Museum wants to show bamboo artworks that are both modern and traditional. Visitors can see useful household items like chairs and baskets. They can also see artistic pieces like works of bamboo weaving, bamboo carving, and mixed media. The museum has some bamboo-made games for visitors to play. To learn more about Taiwan's bamboo culture, be sure to visit the Nantou Bamboo Art Museum.
See you next time!